As a parent myself and doctor here at Live Better Chiropractic, I see many children struggling with unresolved anxiety, poor sleep, low immunity, and inflammation despite parents' best efforts to support their child's health. This even carries into things like behavioral issues and frequent meltdowns and the inability to then self-calm and regulate. These continual daily struggles that many kids face may point to a never-ending stuck on stress response wreaking havoc on their nervous system. Get this is mind-blowing. Over 77% of today's youth suffer from chronic health conditions. That is mind-blowing. Often, many of them are neurologic and mental health disorders that are among the most prevalent in that 77%. Now, while the underlying drivers are complex, more clinical research spotlights dysfunctional nervous system patterns hiding below the surface. So when a child gets stuck in a perpetual fight or flight mode, the cascade of stress hormones and the tripwire reactions then impair vital processes with things like digestion, immunity, and then development. The restorative parasympathetic rest and digest activation becomes suppressed and shut down. This imbalance ripples into a vicious cycle that's really tough to unravel. We refer to this as the perfect storm. When successive stressors just begin as early as pregnancy, they overload a young nervous system. That sustained activation of fight or flight sympathetic nervous system then disrupts a healthy nervous system regulation for years to come. This video is the contrast to all this. This is the get to the root cause of the struggle, how we help our kids handle this perfect storm and fight or flight response to reset the nervous system, release those stuck stress responses, and renew that vagal tone so that a child can rest, digest, and regulate once again. This video, it's for parents who are struggling with the things that I was just talking about. So please share this with them. So Dr. Joe, how do kids get stuck in a fight or flight stress response? The human nervous system toggles between activated and relaxed states. Temporary dangers, they trigger that fight or flight cascade of rapid breathing, tension, cortisol release to handle the threats. Kind of like if a saber-toothed tiger were to come in here, I better get into that mode so I can get out of here and survive. Once that danger passes, I'm safe, your child's safe. The parasympathetic system then signals recovery to then restore balance, coming back into play there. However, that nervous system regulation process suffers when stress hormones and reactions stay locked in the on position, meaning they are just go, survival mode. That vagus nerve's function is the key to impacting that stress at a deeper level. So that vagus nerve is that central command for activating the body's rest and digest and regulate parasympathetic nervous system, restoring that balance. Now, this critical nerve, it helps to regulate digestion, breathing, heart rate, inflammation, and it's really tied to restoration, healing. Now, we also know that the vagus nerve is essential for social and emotional regulation, speech, and it's really so much more. An impaired vagal tone leaves a child stuck in that fight or flight, creating a condition that is known as dysautonomia. This dysautonomia, or an out-of-balance autonomic nervous system, things that run on autopilot, can lead to a host of other chronic health challenges in kids. Many of those are like the ones that I just mentioned. So what does getting stuck in this fight or flight in kids look like? Here are the signs that your child may be stuck in that fight or flight mode. They've got a heightened baseline of anxiety, worry, and panic responses. They've got frequent emotional meltdowns and outbursts, disrupted sleep and nightmares, loss of appetite and overeating, increased food sensitivities and allergies, new onsets of headaches or body aches, overreactions to minor frustrations, poor focus and concentration troubles, frequent illnesses, decreased immunity, and just persistent fatigue or hyperactivity. Now, when a child's nervous system is overloaded and stuck, it's in that fight or flight stage, it's stuck just churning out stress chemicals. It manifests a range of symptoms that can disrupt health and their development. That's why it's so important to address this in kids. And it leads to anxiety and mood changes, cognitive and behavioral challenges, physical hurdles like headaches, body tension, abnormal pain, low energy, and immune weakness that we talked about before. Forgot one of the most important ones, growth and developmental delays too. I can't forget that one. How do we get our kids out of this fight or flight mode long term? At home, the most effective ways to downshift that nervous system from a state of being stuck in that fight or flight include things like daily breathing exercises to engage that relaxation response, gentle movements like yoga to process cortisol, ensuring optimal nutrition to replenish those drained reserves from functioning at this high level all the time, taking natural supplements to gently modulate inflammation, and focus on getting some good restorative sleep. However, time and time again, we meet parents who have tried everything under the sun to really help their child learn to calm, regulate, and balance their emotions and nervous system, but to no avail. Therefore, in most cases of a stuck on fight or flight nervous system, the first essential step to reactivating that parasympathetic nervous system and vagal tone is seeking out neurologically focused chiropractic care. These neurologically focused adjustments can target vagus nerve stimulation and activation, release pent-up stress stuck within that sympathetic nervous system, and to be more potent than breathing exercises, yoga, supplements, in many of those cases. Not that those aren't bad, but it's more potent. It helps a lot more. Now, once the adjustments begin to restore better sleep patterns, improve baseline of neurologic health, then parents and other people in this child's support network can then begin to teach them those breathing exercises, calming physical activity, and then they can add anti-inflammatory supplements and nutritional programs at that point to build off of. So if your child battles symptoms and conditions that can be tied to a stuck on fight or flight nervous system, and it feels like you've tried everything already to get them better, then it's likely that addressing the nervous system dysfunction and subluxation is the missing link that you've been searching for. So to get started with a neurologically focused chiropractic care plan, DM us and visit the link in our bio right here to read a little bit more.